that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
We know Oklahoma City has the stars, the big names, the offensive flair. But, you know, Greg, this team, and you appreciate this, is a very tough defensive group.
Yeah, I think they've matured in that area. In the past, that wasn't always true. But last year, the Thunder really hung their hat on their defense. Top 10 in opponents' field goal percentage.
Durant, the best. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
And with the Rockets, it's no secret that they take a very analytical approach to team building. Greg, you and I talked about that. And Clark, you know, you wonder if that hurts them in free agency.
Well, you know, when your front office makes no qualms about viewing players as simply just assets, it can be a hard sell to a free agent.
Harden dishes to Smith. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Boy, last year the Rockets dealt with a lot of injuries. I mean, the front court and post players were hit the hardest. I think almost every Rocket big would end up missing some time.
And last season, GAs, we were talking about the injuries for the Rockets did pile up. Dwight Howard was out. Terrence Jones was out. They missed those guys for multiple games.
Yeah, and that hurt them inside. But also, remember, Beverly goes down right before the playoffs. So in all, the Rockets had 180 missed games on their roster due to injury. Amazing they stayed so resilient and were able to capture that 2 seed. Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Now here's Harden. Misses from short range.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Fader on the way. It's a big high pass and goes in. Durant's got his first bucket in this one.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Harden kicks to Howard. The jump hook. That's good.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Oklahoma City leading by 4. Westbrook passes to Ibaka. It's Durant on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Ibaka, no luck. Rockets trailed by 4. And it's Ariza in the corner. It's Harden with the drive. Pass to Beverly. Westbrook against Howard. Hits the jump hook.
Bad matchup for the defense, no doubt about it. Doesn't have the height to influence the shot there. Never mind blocking. Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, you might as well make those adjustments right away.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. When you look back on the Thunder last season, and the theme was injuries. Too many injuries to the bulk of their core.
And, you know, the big 3, Durant, Westbrook, and Ibaka, all missed significant time. Only Westbrook of those 3 was able to finish the season.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Cantor checked in for Steven Adams. Dion Waiters comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Foy in for Roberson. Westbrook kicks to Waiters. Fires, high post. Here's Cantor. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. Well, it was a season last year of heartbreak and change for the Thunder, narrowly missing the playoffs as the Pelicans beat them out for that 8th position.
Yeah, and they were teetering back and forth on that 8th spot for most of the year. Ultimately, they just couldn't hold on to that final playoff spot.
Harden kicks to Howard. It's stolen by Foy. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. Here's Waiters. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Guys, for the Thunder, that playoff miss was the first time they didn't make the postseason since their first year in Oklahoma. Fans have really been spoiled with how successful the Thunder have been of late.
And Houston again with the bucket.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
And Randy Foy gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Seven seconds left to play in the first quarter. Howard. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Thunder lead by 2. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Now we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. What do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
Inside, you've got Ibaka and Cantor. Foyle is out there with Dion Waiters. And it's Singler in the 3 slot. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. And Foy kicks to Cantor. Nails the baby hook. Rockets trail. Here's Godalak to the middle. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run. Don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
And the Rockets were a tough team last year, but at times it really felt like a one-man show. Harden carried them so much for so long. You just have to wonder if it wore him out.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Adams, he's checked in for Cantor. Andre Robertson comes in for Kyle Singler. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Randy Foy. Here's Westbrook. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Westbrook's got 5. And if carrying the team during the regular season wore Harden down, Greg, as you were talking about, it didn't show that much in the playoffs. Harden was phenomenal most, if not Clark, all of the postseason.
I would agree with you, but there also were some other guys for Houston that did step up in the postseason. Howard looked as good as he did before all of his injuries, as a case in point.
Waiters. And Robertson kicks to Waiters. No good from the wing. Rockets have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Beasley with the screen on Westbrook. Inside. Up off the screen. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look very exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And he better stay with those basics, because this game is still yet to be determined.
And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season, signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoffs.
Durant's checked in for Roberson. Houston making some changes. Here's Westbrook. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
And for Billy Donovan, we were talking about him. He had been with Florida for so long, the Gator program built by him. It'll be a big change. He had been thinking about it, though, before. He almost took, remember that Greg the Magic job back in 2007?
There was a change of heart for him with the Orlando gig. And Donovan's done nothing but win at Florida, and he'll have that same pressure to succeed with the high expectations with the Thunder.
Now here's Harden. Screen by Howard. It's Harden with the drive.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Perfectly designed and perfectly executed.
Back to Westbrook for 3. Houston in the lead. The pass to Howard. A baseline Jay. The Thunder have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. And Waiters kicks to Durant. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around. Durant's got 6.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn his
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
The Rockets were able to make it to the second spot in the West at the very end of the season. Actually came down to the last day. They could have ended as low as 6th going into the final game.
Last season for the Rockets, they finished as the number 2 team in the West to the Golden State Warriors. But, you know, gee, they had to battle the whole way through.
Yeah, in part because of injuries. I mean, the Rockets did well to come in second in the West, but it was because they took care of the so-called easy games. 33 wins in the conference, but a record of 12 and 16 against the other playoff teams out West. Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Houston making a switch here. Capella's checked in. Singler dishes to Durant. Misses from close range. Here's Gaudelot. Here's Beasley. The 19-footer is on the money. Beasley's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Both teams trading punches back and forth. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
The momentum swings really impossible to keep track of. The energy in the build.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Rockets ahead, leading by just 2. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. You look at Michael Beasley, he's really been playing well.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
And the interior defense has to get tougher here in the second half. He's making them look really bad.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. You look at Michael Beasley, he's really been playing well.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And so in the game for the Rockets. Beverly and Harden near the backcourt. Ariza is the small forward and Smith the 4. And it's Howard in at the 5 spot. Durant the pass to Roberson. 5 on the clock. And good as it goes through the hoop. And it's 8 points for Kevin Durant.
Now that's an old school move right there. A good one, too, the fadeaway.
Here's Beverly. A three-pointer off the mark. Oklahoma City trail. Durant in the corner for 3. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 4 assists in the game. It's been said time and time again that playing in Oklahoma City is one of the tougher places to play in the league. Last year we saw it as well. This place, Greg, gets so loud when the Thunder are rolling.
And even though the Thunder missed the playoffs, the Chesapeake Energy Arena was as loud as ever. Really helps when you are the show in a city.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And even though the injuries hurt the Thunder, last year at home they were still as strong as ever. I mean, a home record of 29-12 is pretty darn good. Unfortunately, they were in a very tough Western Conference.
Waiters, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third.
And part of why the Thunder was so good at home was their attention to detail on the defensive end of the floor. They were a top 5 defense at home. They had the best rebound differential in the league at home.
Boy, that's finishing the defense there. He made a good effort on that possession defensively and then closed it out with the rebound.
Screen by Howard. Harden outside. And he eliminates with a slam dunk. Steven Adams did not like that at all.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on. Clark had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, but hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one. Although, if he missed it, I might have.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Westbrook kicks to Waiters. Pass to Ibaka. Back to Waiters. Clock at 6. Looking for Ibaka. He gets it there. Shot is no good. Smith with some nice D.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job. I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise he'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Looking to end the run. And it's Westbrook again missing. Guys, a potent offense right now.
Yeah, Kevin, really the offense is flowing quite nicely right now.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Kept alive. And slammed in by Howard.
And Kevin, plays like that are really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Clark, look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. That's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into one of the plays of the game. That hurts.
It's really been a tale of two halves, hasn't it, guys? As far as taking care of the basketball, immaculate at halftime, but he's had too many miscues here in the second half.
Kevin Durant's checked in for Oklahoma City. 1:02 left to play here in the third. Here's Westbrook. Cans the shot from the wing. Now just a 4-point Rocket lead.
He's the kind of player that even the best defense has no answer.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Houston.
Boy, guys, I really like how they've driven the ball to the basket in this game. I mean, they've been very aggressive with it.
And they've also worked hard to get the ball inside. They haven't just settled. And they've hit a lot of high percentage shots in this game.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Durant. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Howard with this screen on the block. It's Harden with the drive. He used that pick to get in close. Harden's got 14 points.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
Stolen by Westbrook. And here we go with Westbrook into the...
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
I'm startled that he would even try something like that at this stage of the game.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy do. Very, very well.
And we've reached the end of the third. Rockets lead by 6. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Coyle is out there with Anthony Morrow. Then it's Kyle Singler. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Durant in at the 4-man position. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Iguodala kicks to Beasley. Takes it off the glass. Beasley's got the lead up to 8 now for the Rockets.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
And now, running up the court, Brewer pushing it up. They grab their own miss. Cadillac dishes to Brewer. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Looking for Motiejunas. He gets it there. Puts up the baby hook. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Durant, the pass to 4. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Waiters is checked in. And the second free throw, good. Rockets leading by 7. Iguodala kicks to Beasley. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
Defense just not strong enough to throw him off his shot there. Sometimes it takes a little more effort to defend him down low.
It's Durant with the drive.
Tell you what, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Well, Dick Jefferson will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch.
They get a hand on it. Durant with the steal. Morrow kicks to Durant. It's deflected. On the wing, Brewer. Down low. Kicks it out to Beasley. Here's Capella. Shoots the three. Goes up again. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Cantor. Waiters dishes to Durant. Takes the three. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. For the Thunder, Baca comes in for Anthony Morrow. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Randy Ford.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now, looking at some different sets because of the matchups.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Rockets coach had some advice for the team over that last break. His message? I don't want us patting ourselves on the back just yet. We can congratulate ourselves after the final horn. Right now, we need to go out there and take this one home. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. Here's Durant. And that one's good.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Innovation and improvisation right there, Greg. Finding a way to get that shot to fall after taking the contact.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Adams checked in.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Way too many shots in close, and he's got to get his guys to cut that down in terms of points in the paint.
Clearly the reason for the timeout, Greg. I mean, he wants his guys to toughen up inside and start protecting the rim.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Westbrook with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Durant against the reason. Durant, the pass to Waiters. The Thunder with another miss.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That'll be his second foul of the game. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Over in the corner, Beverly. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Thunder trailing by 12. The feed to Durant. The Thunder with another miss.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Free throw, good, Beasley.
I believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime, I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as can be, Clark. Great focus and efficiency. That's how they built this lead.
It's no secret, Clark, what this Houston Rockets team wants to do. They want to get to the line, drive the lane, and hurt you from outside the arc.
And they'll do it all at a very fast pace. I mean, they're fun to watch. The pace is something that I think sneaks up on teams sometimes, Kevin.
Good point.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Rockets.
No, Clark, their big advantage was points in the paint.
Well, they pounded that ball inside, Kevin, and operated down low. It worked for them consistently.
And no doubt the Rockets were one of the faster-paced teams in the league last year. When you have the firepower they do, you want it to become a scoring fest.
catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Enes Kanter's checked in for Steven Adams. Kyle Singler comes in for Kevin Durant. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Dion Waiters. And it's Foy in for Russell Westbrook to stop the run. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Beasley the screen. Harden kicks to Beasley. The Rockets with another miss. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long. We're live, the home of the Rockets in wonderful Houston, Texas. We're all set to bring you NBA action. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. And it's Thompson in the center position. The drive by James. Can't get the tip in. All going up court. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it three.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always. You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but They had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Irving dishes to James. He feeds it to Thompson. Love kicks to Thompson. Misses the baby hook.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm. And you know what? Just a little too much heat on that pass for him to come up with the steal.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was going to be a tough catch for either one of them.
Beverly, the pass to Motiejunas.
That's the first miss for this offense. They've hit 3 or 4 to start.
And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Irving. James has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Harden dishes to Motiejunas. Knocked loose. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Smith, no good. The Rockets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Ariza with the bucket. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And James throws it down hard. Nasty, absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag of tricks.
I tell you what, I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that one again.
Now here's Motiejunas from the baseline. And the shot falls short this time. Here's LeBron. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Really good example there of some fine interior passing before that basket.
And here's the fast break. LeBron leading the way.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Now the dish to Love. Down low. And Thompson kicks to LeBron. And shot on the way. And Thompson throws it down.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And GA, he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
Well, his effort has never been a question mark. He is an incredibly self-motivated player.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
And, you know, obviously, you know, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you played and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, you know, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
Houston making some changes. Howard's checked in for Capella. Beasley comes in for Motiejunas. And Corey Brewer's subbed in for James Harden. Cleveland also making some changes. Channing Frye's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Shumpert comes in for LeBron. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. Well, looking back on last season, you didn't know where the Rockets would end up in terms of seeding in the playoffs. Ended up with the 2 seed because they won the Southwest Division And as it turned out, everything worked out very well for him.
It really did, and had a divisional matchup in that first round against the Mavs. But the Rockets took care of business in that series and would advance. And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Left block shot on the way. And there's J.R. Smith on the assist from Dellavedova.
And, you know, for the Rockets, they had a major gut check in the second round. Went down 3-1 against the Clippers. Came back to win the series in 7, including Game 6, when I dozed off when they were trailing by 19 in the 4th. And was shocked to wake up in the morning and see they had forced the 7th game.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Daniels is checked in for Ariza. And it's Tarian for Patrick Beverly. Nice shot by Smith. Rockets trail by 5. There's the feed to Brewer. Howard, the pass to McDaniels. It's hauled in by Fry.
Ill-advised shot there.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage. Boy, he is such a ridiculous dunker.
High riser, no doubt about it.
Goodness, I mean, you come to expect plays like that from him, and folks, that never gets old.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
They've pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
So on the floor for Cleveland. The forwards are LeBron and Thompson. Irving is out there with Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Mozgov in at the 5, roaming the paint.
There we go, fans. Keep it going for your Rockets power dancer.
James outside. Irving against Terry. Irving attacking. And the rebound goes to Jason Terry.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And guys, mark that play right there, because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
It's no secret, Clark, what this Houston Rockets team wants to do. They want to get to the line, drive the lane, and hurt you from outside the arc.
And they'll do it all at a very fast pace. I mean, they're fun to watch. The pace is something that I think sneaks up on teams sometimes, Kevin.
Good point. Houston making some changes. Trevor Ariza's checked in for KJ McDaniels. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Jason Terry. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Love's checked in. Harden kicks to Beverly. Trying to find Harden, and he's got it now. Misses the layup.
And no doubt the Rockets were one of the faster-paced teams in the league last year. When you have the firepower they do, you want it to become a scoring fest.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have to build up the lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Monty Eunice is checked in for Houston. Yeah, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they were bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being, as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think. Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, he's firm when he gets the space.
I'm startled that he would even try something like that at this stage of the game.
The Cavaliers have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. He dishes it to Ariza. Cavaliers with the rebound. Thompson's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Outside Irving. The pass to Dellavedova. 5 on the clock. And the shot is good. And the Cavaliers lead by 9.
And I like the job they've done with working the basketball. They've been moving and getting quality shots.
And, Greg, their field goal percentage reflects that. I mean, they've been the much better team shooting the ball. And you know me, shooting percentage, always a function of shot selection.
Brewer is checked in for James Harden. Then for the Cavaliers, Channing Frye's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Smith comes in for LeBron. And Shumpert in there for Matthew Dellavedova. Cleveland leading by 9. Smith dishes to Irving. Down low. Here's Love. And he jams it with authority.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
And the Rockets making a change here. Howard's checked in. Rockets trail by 11. And with the Rockets, it's no secret that they take a very analytical approach to team building. Greg, you and I talked about that. And Clark, you wonder if that hurts them in free agency.
Well, when your front office makes no qualms about viewing players as simply just assets, it can be a hard sell to a free agent.
Beverly against Irving. It's rebounded by Houston.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Pass to Smith. Irving against Beverly. Out left to the wing. Here's Love. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 6 assists in the game. Monty Innes passes to Beverly. The 3. Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Brewer.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Here's Ariza. And there's a whistle that goes on Iman Shumpert. That is his first foul of the game. Michael Beasley, he's checked in for the Rockets. KJ McDaniels comes in for Trevor Ariza. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Kevin Love. Beverly can't hit, and Cleveland will come the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
The defensive backboard has been controlled. They have not allowed a lot of second chances. It's been about one and done for the most part, and I'm not talking about leading count.
Yeah, I know you're not. That's a bunch of good rebounding taking place there, boy.
Outside Irving. To the inside. Here's Mozgov. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
And that does it for the first half of play. Cavaliers on top. They're up by 8. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
Beverly and Harden, they're the backcourt. Trevor Ariza out there with Montejunas. And it's Capella in the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Harden against Irving. Kicks it out to James. And here's Love for 3.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight. Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. It goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
Here's Harden on the wing. Covered by LeBron. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Boy, did he go hard to the boards, but clearly went over the back in doing it.
Yeah, kudos for the effort. I always love that kind of effort, but he was just a little overzealous.
Irving double team. The drive by Love. Powered down with both hands.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Now a timeout called by Houston. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Beverly against Irving. Not as good, and the Cavaliers lead cut to just 9 points on the basket from Beverly.
huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Irving kicks to LeBron. Feeds it to Love. In the corner, Irving with it. Stolen by Beverly. And here they go. And the jam by Harden.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. I look like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And he's just had one attempt at the line earlier. And so he hits the technical free throw.
And the Rockets were a tough team last year, but at times it really felt like a one-man show. Harden carried them so much for so long. You just have to wonder if it wore him out.
And if carrying the team during the regular season wore Harden down, Greg, as you're talking about, it didn't show that much in the playoffs. Harden was phenomenal most, if not Clark, all of the postseason.
I would agree with you, but there also were some other guys for Houston that did step up in the postseason. Howard looked as good as he did before all of his injuries, as a case in point.
The Cavaliers leading by 7. Dishes it to LeBron. Trying to find Smith. He's got it now. Another shot. And there's the nice layup by Love. Love's got 8 points.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
It's been a difference maker for them in this game. That's what's put them in front.
Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs. Swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way, and that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
Michael Beasley, he's checked in for the Rockets. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert is checked in for Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. Brewer is checked in for the Rockets. Terry comes in for Patrick Beverly.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, Kevin. I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get. They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
No denying it, injuries were a big part of the storyline in the Cavs postseason. Fortunately, LeBron James was otherworldly after the first round. Took care of the Bulls, then went on to sweep the Hawks to get back to the finals.
Houston making a switch here. Howard's checked in.
Perfect inbounds play there. You couldn't have drawn it up any better.
Gets trailed by 6. Pass to Beasley. Mozgov with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. He kicks it to Dellavedova. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Dellavedova's got 5 now.
And for the Cavs last season, their toughest test would be in the finals against the Warriors. Like every other team, they just couldn't handle the Warriors for a full series. A great run to the finals, and surely they'll want to return there this season.
The drive by Shumpert. Pass to Fry. A 3-ball. That one goes. Count it. Fry's got his first 3 points of the game.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Cleveland shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. The free throw drops for James. Daniels, he's checked in for Capella. And both free throws good for LeBron. Rockets trailed by 12. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game time. Here's Beasley. Can't hit. Great D that time from James. Outside jumper. Back to James. He got it up. He got it up in time. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Cavaliers lead by 12. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. On the court for Cleveland, J.R. Smith out there with Kevin Love. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Thompson in at the center, filling out the middle. Irving double team. And Thompson kicks to Dellavedova. Goes back up. And Thompson with the nice bucket inside. Thompson's got the lead up to 12 now for Cleveland. Ariza. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, nice strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Here's Beverly. And too long on the shot. The Cavaliers leading by 11. Irving for 3. Rebounded by Howard.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Outside Irving. And K.J. McDaniels gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Irving double team. Stolen by McDaniels.
That steal was the product of active hands and outstanding defensive awareness there.
Down low. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. And K.J. McDaniels gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. For the Rockets, Capella's checked in, and Monty Eunice subbed in for Josh Smith. LeBron's checked in for the Cavaliers. And look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
They don't seem to have any answers for him. They need to review their game plan and look for a way to cool him off.
Now a timeout called by Houston. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Rockets coach had some advice for the team over that last break. He told them that they simply have to step up, saying if we don't make a move now, it's going to be too late. Give them everything you've got. Kevin?
And the layup falls. LeBron's got 21.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
On the wing, Irving. The 3. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line.